Hey guys, welcome. Now we know we've been hanging out this morning and it's been raining. And it's so beautiful when it rains like that. And it's just so it's just downpouring. And with the thunder and lightning, it's magical. And you can really feel the connection to the divine, to life, and to the light. And you can see the power that the light has, the electricity, the sound of the thunder, the vibration, the frequency, the energy that's being created. It's exquisite. I mean, if you do research on lightning itself, it's wow. Like, wow. You want your mind to be blown? Blown. Check it out. Now, we received a message at our last reading, and it's very key, it's very important, and I didn't even realize till after the reading. We're working with our self-expression, the water energies. And we received all these cards at our last reading, and one of them was on the bottom of the deck and the other one was underneath it connected. But as you know, these readings can't be 5 hours long, or no one would be able to join us here to heal and harmonize and raise the vibration. Thank you all for meeting here to do just that. We have to kind of revisit things, and that's why the readings have kind of really started to turn out the way that they have, just one connected to another, and we know everything is all connected. And that's how we grow with our learning. We grow off of our learning. We grow off of the knowledge that we are seeking within the unknown. We expand it, and that's how we're learning how to use our masculine and feminine energies together. Self-expression, water, and this is connecting to the freeing of the feminine energy, our truths, and remembering that we have both energies within us. You have attracted this card into your awareness today, as it is an important time of self-expression, a time to communicate your thoughts and feelings and anything else you may have been suppressing. When you allow for flow in your self-expression, life has a way of feeling effortless, as though you are riding the wave of your soul. There are times when we feel the need to hold back and not to share certain things, as we don't wish to hurt other people's feelings and put ourselves at risk of rejection or conflict. And this is conflict within and without. This will only create blocks and an imbalance, and possibly give rise to the feelings of not being worthy or good enough. Have you been holding back due to being rejected? Do you feel like you need to get something off of your chest? Have you been getting issues around your throat? And this is issues, anything to do with your throat. Do you struggle to find the right words? Are you holding back your thoughts in case it creates conflict? Well, it's time to put yourself first and express what's required for you to let go of this stagnant and stale energy. You are being encouraged to connect deeply, because we're healing our throat chakra and just setting our truth free. We're scared to set our truth free. We're scared of what's going to happen to us in so many different ways, right? But that's not what this is. We need our truths, because it's what is being created through our truths, and what is being created through our collective truths, that is making the great change. And it's shifting us from old earth to new earth. It's getting us there. That's what it is. New earth is connected to our truths. And this is helping to build off the Fibonacci sequence and spiral that we are expanding with the whole universe. It's with our truths. Our lies and our deceit and our illusions and our separateness, it's keeping us stuck in a loop, not creating with integrity of the light. But when we move forth with our truth, and this is not caring what the neighbors think. This is not caring, what our parents think. This is not caring what anyone thinks, even our children. And you know what, guys, this is not in a mean way. This is doing what's right. This is living from our truths, and this is mission work, and this is how we're going to shift. And the thing is that the vibration that's being created through our truths and our collective truths that is helping to expand this Fibonacci sequence and spiral. And this is actually going to help out our children. This is going to help out our loved ones, you know, our parents and our children. And, you know, these people around us may not understand, but that's what our soul tribe members are for. Our soul tribe members understand. And what we're actually doing is we're creating a better planet for the next generations to come. And this is a better planet for our children, because our lies and our illusions are what keep us sick and held down. And we don't want to do that. We want to teach that it's about our truths. And then once we transmute that, we're not there, you know, like we can't get lost in that. We shapeshift this and then we're not there anymore, and we're at a higher vibe spot. We didn't come here to be perfect. That's artificial intelligence. But it still means that we care about our loved ones. We care about them so much, we're going to do the harder things, and we're going to tell our truths. And you know, this comes about with self. This is telling your truth to yourself. This is telling your truth to yourself within, not lying to yourself. This is telling your truth to yourself without, and not lying to yourself. But it doesn't mean, you know, you have to call up your grandma and be like, yo, grandma, no, this is blah, 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 blah. Okay, F you, click, hang up. No, that's defeating the purpose. This is a high vibe truth that we're creating, and learning creative ways to express our truths. And truth, and you know, a way to do it that doesn't cause harm through the shadows. And that's why we're going to, when we meet up with the devil, be discussing, you know, that we're all at different levels of our spiritual expansion. And we're letting our truths unfold. We're letting our truths shapeshift. And this is about healing. This is getting to a higher vibe space. This is not tearing people down with our shadow energies, saying, and just, yo, here's my shadows. No, we face our shadows and we transmute them with the light into something higher vibration. And there's a lot of posts going out towards light workers right now, you know, saying that if you're just creating with light and love, you're not helping the collective. And that's not, you know, necessarily true. So, you know what, I don't want to jump ahead. We're going to discuss that further there. Let's see what this message is connected to. Now, we also know that we've been lining up all the elements to add the spark, to add the flame. And I don't know about you, but that sure looks like a spark and a flame to me. You have attracted this powerful card into your awareness. And guys, I'm going to link this reading down below so you can see the actual reading if you haven't checked it out yet, that we received this message in. You have attracted this powerful card into your awareness, as it is a sign to deepen your connection to the creative life force energy of the universe. You are a creative soul, and you are being invited to awaken this passionate fire energy available to you at all times. Have you been feeling stuck in your life or experiencing a lack of drive and passion? Well, it's time to connect back into your creative flair. We are all creative beings, and when we disconnect from this life force energy, it can cause us to feel blocked, stale, and unmotivated. And I don't know about you guys, but this is how I've been feeling lately. What sparks your passion? What makes you feel alive? Find out what makes your heart sing, and action some steps to manifest this magic into your life. Make sure you call in the sacred fire to assist you with your creative projects and deepen your connection to the life force energy of the universe. And this is the thing, you know what? Even if we found our passions, we can feel like this while we're on our spiritual expansion. You know, I found my passion. It's being here to heal, harmonize, and raise the vibration with you guys through the tarot, through channeling, through being a seer and a seeker and sharing it here. But there's moments where I feel my flame very dim and I have to do more healing. Confirmation right there from the universe. We gotta rev up those engines. And you know what, guys, we also gotta be kind to the planet. I wish we could all be driving electric cars right now. Side thought, side note. Or you know what? I was thinking right now, what would happen if, you know, we just had to walk? I'm really having much reflected me to me right now about what's going on with the climate and the planet, and whether or not you agree with climate change, just what the pollution and the destruction of, you know, our creature comforts is creating, some of them. And it's not like, oh, we have to go and beat ourselves up. It's just like, how do we shapeshift this? How do we change this? How do we do better every day? Or how are we a part of a cause or something that's shedding light to raising the vibration? Mixing my words again. Raising the vibration here with the planet. Moving forth, this message was connected to our soul awakening. Soul awakening. Have you called this card into your awareness today as you have entered a very powerful and sacred time of awakening? Every cell in your body is being restructured and aligned to your soul's vibration. There is a stirring within you and a deep knowing that it is coming to the surface. It is a very exciting time on earth when people are waking up from a deep, deep sleep. It is a mass expansion of consciousness, and you are a part of that awakening. At this time, you are able to access wisdom and gifts from past lifetimes, your ancestors, and the universal wisdom of all that is. This awakening is happening in your blood and bones, and your consciousness is expanding to a higher level of understanding. Have you been feeling a powerful energy and knowing stirring inside? Have you recently been aware of new healing gifts that you have to share? Are you feeling more aligned in your path? Have you expanded clarity of late and feel more confident in yourself? Have you been getting more confirmations in your life? These are all signs that you're expanding. And there are also, as all these were great signs too, there's also other signs too. You know, when we're going through a dark night of the soul, it can be very messy. There's a lot of things bubbling and being pushed to the surface are shadows in order to face them and then transmute them. And, you know, there's also 3 eclipses happening, and we're going to be meeting up for our lunar eclipse. Well, full moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. So I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if we see the 9 of Wands in our messages we're about to receive. Now we're going to get a reading set up here, and we're going to receive these messages that will be building off of what we've just discussed here. And we can't also forget, with our angels and spirit guides, on the bottom of the deck was reflection. And you can see, even in the imagery within there alone, this is the light is pouring within. And this card is going to be connected to our going within reading that we will be getting to after we meet up with the devil and doing some healing and rejuvenation. And that's what's happening. We're going to be rejuvenating, and we're going to be talking about the plants and our connection to, you know, even just the rejuvenation of life. Look at a plant, it's wilting, but you can bring it back to life. And that's much what we're doing to ourselves. And the connection to this crystal, green tourmaline, that will be in the future. But let's get this moving on. I'm going to get up the reading, get it set up, and let's receive our messages. The sun is up, and you know what? I want to get things happening because people are already starting to wake up. Let's pray, everyone. Angels, spirits, guides, Mother Earth, Father Sky, Grandmother Moon, Grandfather Sun, elements Earth, air, water, fire, Star Nation, and creation, please be with us to heal, harmonize, and raise the vibration. Thank you for the knowledge, the information we are seeking. Amen. All right. Okay. Guys, I've been called to have specific cards here, and they've shared a message with me. Everything is connected to this message right here, as well as 3 tarot cards they've shared with me. This is connected to Samba Island. Fertility of all kinds is my birthright. I'm connected to all the cycles of the land and sky. Healthy fierceness is something to be valued. Be patient the time will come. And this is connected to all the healing work they will be doing. Now, we are going to be getting a little bit intense here, and we're going to be also taking a little vacay to, I think we're going to do it after we meet up with the devil. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to do things as we're called to do them, but this is going to be a healing path that creates healthy patterning. We're facing our fears, we're facing our anxieties. They show me these cards. This reading will be connected to the King of Swords, and this is mastering our truth. And mastering our truth in order to allow our truth to transform our universes. And they have shown me that this is connected to the Nine of Swords. And this is active anxiety. This is borderline cruelty. This is harming us. This is weighing us down. We face this with the King of Swords energy, with our truths, and they've shown me that in facing our anxiety, it connects us to the Ten of Pentacles. And there it is. This is where we're going. This is endgame. This is why we're doing all this hard mission work, in order to create the balance and harmonies, the harmonics of New Earth. All right, let's see what this is connected to. I've been called to start here. Okay. Yep, there it is. The Empress is here, Venus, love, to help us restore our connection, a deeper connection to the earth, to life, and how life thrives. This is connected to the healthy fierceness we just received within this message. That's what we're connecting to here. This is a healthy fierceness that expands life. And as I say that, a bird just freaking flew to my face. Confirmation from the birds. We've connected to the heavens. We're expanding with the energy of the universe. We're expanding with the trees of our truth. We're able to connect to other dimensions through our frequencies, because we understand how to use our frequency to access higher dimensions, higher realms. And this is going to allow us to see New Earth. We need to see it. We need to raise our vibration high enough to see it. This is connected to our visions in order to create it through us and expand it. So we face our anxieties, we face our fears. Because you know what, if we stay in this is really weighing us down, and we can get into self-sabotaging behavior. Or, our default programming comes on, and we start doing all this, all this stuff from our past, old patterning, and we're like, why am I here? It's because your default programming is turned on. We must heal from that. We must face it and continue to create with new patterning. And that's creating love from fear. This is all about love from fear. Oh, upside down. So the divine comes in to help us face our shadows, to free up some energy, to let go, to fall. But we're not falling, we're going to be caught. We're going to be caught by spirit and the divine. Stars here, the energy of Aquarius, the energy of the golden ages. We're expanding with this. We're healing with this right now. We have access to this energy in order to see the visions and create New Earth through us with. This is the connection between the heavens and the earth through us. Our starseed homes, and there's that 8-pointed star. This is the North Star. We're following it home. We're connecting to it. It's calling us home, and we're connecting to it, and we are creating with patterning that's going to get us there. This is what's being illuminated. What's being illuminated is the pathway that's the patterning that's connected to the pathway home, the connection to the 8-pointed star. And that's having clarity. That's connected to clarity and our connection to the divine. So we're going to keep working from the 5D to the 3D in order to expand. And we do so. And you know what? This was the next card in line that they were sharing with me, but I'm really trying to just change things up and just do the connection of 3. And I just wanted to show 3 cards. But this is through the moon. We're restoring balance through the moon, through our soul. And we'll be moving forth. And we move forth with the Prince of Wands, with our spark, because we're going to end competitiveness. We're going to end conflict, because at the end of the day, these swords are creating conflict. They're creating active conflict, active competitiveness, because our brain is trying to protect us from our fear, from the negative. We deal with this. And we're dealing with this through love, through the energy of the opposites coming together, through the connection of the masculine and feminine, through the heavens, through the divine and the earth. And there's the 10 of Pentacles. We're expanding. We're expanding and creating templates for new earth. We're expanding and grounding love and creating love from fear and facing our fears to create new earth, to expand new earth. And it's connected right now to the King of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. There it is. We're grounding love. We're grounding our equality. We're grounding our connection. And we're doing it through wish fulfillment. And we're understanding that it's not about the trophies on our wall. This wish fulfillment directly speaks of the fact that our wishes are not trophies. They're patterns that we're creating within our lives. And we heal from the darkness. We expand with the energy of the Emperor, the masculine, because we know the masculine and feminine are connected. And there it is. The 3 of Pentacles. We're working with the 3s. The 3 in order to create the vibration of love with our 3 of Pentacle pals through the earth. There's the path. All right. Now, we know we're going through a gate. And I want to see from old earth to new earth. As we know, old earth is crumbling. It's crumbling right in front of our face. So, what is this gate connected to? Revealing radiance, revealing the light, illumination. My light illuminates the world. This is to set our light free, to set the truth free. Because old earth is crumbling to make room for more light. The golden ages, right? From the dark ages to the golden ages. And it's going to launch our journey. I am an intrepid traveler sailing forth into the universe. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to sail forth into the universe, and we're going to let go. I surrender joyously to the ebbing and flowing of life. And now we are that koi fish swimming upstream to turn into the dragon. Because we've created love from within to without. Now, we're going to confirm it with this deck right here. Goblins and wide open. We're going to face our fears and open up and expand. Goblins. Fear is an illusion. Choose love today. Forgive yourself and forgive others. Goblins are born when you're wounded and something essential is lost in that experience. From that point on, as you forget your wholeness, they remain with you in the shadows. There they remind you of what brought them into being. By mimicking your own voice, tricking you into believing you're unworthy, victimized or unlovable, they hold you hostage through low self-worth, self-sabotage, and the feeling that you're lacking what you need. If goblins pay you a visit, know that they represent the shadow of your own self or someone else's, and that what they're leading you into is potentially a reactive situation. The goblin card appearance is an opportunity for growth. However, a signal that you must love yourself. We must love ourselves because this is about facing fear to create love. So we're starting with self. No human is without flaws. The goblin's message is that you must release resentments and negative self-talk. Within you is the spark of the divine. Ask Spirit to help you heal. Miracles can and do happen. Let go of negativity. This is everything that's happening here. This oracle is connected to everything that's happening here. Our anxieties, our fears, they're creating goblins, and we're going to heal from them with the energy of being wide open. Spirit is really speaking today. Thank you. Wide open. You are free to express your uniqueness to the world and share it in all of its bounty of life's endless possibilities. All manner of opportunities are presented to you at this time. The wide open card is a signal that you're able to truly manifest your dreams and that your goals are in sight. Don't remain small and contracted. Instead, expand your horizons beyond what you believe to be your limitations. You have a unique voice that needs to be expressed in the world. And there it is. There's your truth. And your truth is part of the whole. It's part of unconditional love. It's part of the raise in vibration. It's part of this expansion. The universe is supportive of new ideas and approaches at this time. So speak up and speak out. Because yes, we know the universe is expanding with us, with our Fibonacci sequence and spiral. We're all doing this together. It's time to create anew. It's time to shift. It's time to expand. The energies are here for us to do this. The energies are here for us to speak our truths, to allow this, shape shift of self, to allow the creation of old earth to new earth. We're being helped. This is not just, we're not just doing this alone. You're not just doing this alone. We're doing this together. Thank you to my Three of Pentacle pals out there. I love you guys. Now, this is a sign of the maverick who freely roams the wide open space of possibility. Allow yourself for a greater vision to replace old ideas as you dream a grander dream. And here it is. We're healing and doing all this shadow work to cleanse so we can raise our vibe and we can see the visions that we need to see. We can see new earth. We can understand what we're doing. We need to understand. We need to have access to that knowledge that we're seeking. So we need to clear this up. And this is what we're doing. Okay, let's see how. So we're going to move on with the chakra cards and we're going to see what the path is and we're going to confirm it. Our Three of Pentacle pals are helping us to make sense of this ancient information, the new information we're expanding off of, and also our own divine blueprints. They're helping us to activate patterning, activate knowledge, activate the connection to the all, the connection to the one. We're telling our truths. There's the Queen of Swords. We're dropping truth bombs. This is about loyalty. This is about love. I've been thinking a lot about dogs. I always love dogs. I'm a lover of dogs, but a lot of information and knowledge has been shown to me just with my relationship with dogs to expand off of it. Dogs have a pack mentality. So they'll follow you to the bathroom. They'll follow you everywhere. They'll give to you and give and give and give. And of course, they would love to receive. They want to receive your affection, your loyalty, your time. This is a pack mentality. This is all for one and one for all. And we're not going to leave anybody behind. And yes, there's a leader of the pack. But it's done in a natural way. It's done in a way so that all of the pack thrives. We all have, natural leaders and teachers that we turn to, that this is a positive experience, that we're sharing this positive experience with. And we're also having, leaders and teachers of old earth that we're not resonating with anymore. And it's okay. You know what? We have to let that go. We have to connect to the truth that we're expanding off of. And for much of us, this is new truths. But this is where the new patterning is created. Now we have the child, we have the masculine and feminine, and we're moving away. We are letting go. This is us moving to new earth. This is us raising our vibration and leaving the negative in order to see more of the positive. That's the part of the transformation that we're at. And there's the connection to the Three of Cups. We're going to expand with the cups now. And there's a message in here for us. Yep, there is, because I flipped straight to the page. This is all connected to the threes. Now, the Three of Cups, the card of celebrated collaboration, and that's what we're doing. We're going to celebrate our collaborations, working together. The women on the card represent celebrating in their own way. There is a sense that their pattern may have some thought behind it. So look at that. We're putting thought behind our patterning. Chakra message. An emotional start indicating where we learn emotions and the gift we are offered. Follow your instinct. It is not the time to worry about what others think of how you appear. No, it's not, because this is about our truth, and the truth is blind. This is about others, this is about self. Indication. Be guided by your own instinctual thoughts, regardless of outside opinions. Face your fear and celebrate your accomplishments. We don't just face our fears, we got to celebrate our accomplishments. This is balance. This is how we restore the balance. We got to latch onto the positive and create with some of it. Keywords: harmony, celebration, socializing, friendship, pregnancy, and teamwork. Ooh, 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 ooh. I like it. I'm feeling good. I'm already feeling my vibration raise. Because we're healing from fatigue, codependency, codependent relationships, lack of joy, procrastination, impulsiveness, and that's connected to the devil energies. Becoming disconnected from supportive people. Yeah, we don't want to become disconnected from our supporters, from our Three of Pentacles pals. Now, this is all connected to our focus on connecting with like-minded people, and that's going to allow us to connect more with our soul tribe members and in a different way. That's what they're showing me. This is going to activate with new patterning, and it's connected to the Hanged Woman, and the Hanged Woman is connected to Jupiter and our fortune increase. This is to have a third eye activation. You know what, guys? Look at how many cards are here to show we're going to have a third eye activation in order to heal with our solar plexus. And that's where we get our personal power from. This is where we make the big shift. This is working with the light. Are you working with the light, or are you working with the shadows? All right, let's confirm it. And basically the best way to put it is, are you working with this energy or are you working with this energy? Because this is counterparts. This is God and Goddess energy. This is masters. We are so connected to our light and the divine and the patterning of the universe, understanding the knowledge we are seeking. We're well on our way to what we came here to do on mission work. And it's to create equality and end competitiveness and allow the new. We need to allow the new. It's all connected to our truths. Balancing of the karmic scales. The throat chakra. And remember, this is connected to the feminine energy. And the masculine understanding that there's feminine energy within the masculine. The feminine understanding there's masculine energy within the feminine. But this is to free the feminine energy to speak our truths. And we know, we started off, the Empress, the feminine, has the key. Acceptance. This is where the equality begins, from within to without. And there is the fire and water energies. Here is the balance right here between the masculine and feminine. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful path we're showing, and it's through the 9 of Wands. It's through the connection to the sun and the moon, the dark and the light. The balance. The 2 of Pentacles. And it's right here. We know we're creating peace. This is about right now the swords. So we're gonna, you know what? I'm gonna put it like this. So we're gonna create peace. And we're creating peace within. And remember, the twins are offering a sword from each twin. The energy of the opposites coming together. The flip side. Being able to see the flip side of the coin and see the clarity there. Being able to see the clarity in the negative. Being able to see the clarity in the positive. And there's the 2. And now we're manifesting with the Magician. All right. We're present. I am presence. This is us opening up. And revealing our radiance. Look at that pearl in the clamshell to show that we are opening up. We're opening up to speak our truths. We're opening up to let our light out, but we're also opening up to receive. We're in the flow, we're in the tail, and it's about self-mastery and nurturing. And to self-master and nurture ourselves, and remember, this has connected to our chakras, we're going to forgive. And we're going to begin working with Mother Earth and the energy of the Earth star. And that's below us. That's below our root chakra. So this is going to be a recalibration now to the Earth. We're recalibrating to the Earth in order to get creative. For our creativity. And this is going to help us see the high vibe new Earth. The visions. And now we've restored personal power with our solar plexus. And that's what we're doing here, because we're creating in those cups. Remember, we're creating the vibration of love from fear. And it's going to be connected to our divine wisdom and our abundance. And that's connected to our root. And right now, we're doing a lot of work with our roots and our connection to our family. And that's changing right now. Our connection to our family members is changing. Many of us are growing apart from people that are no longer a part of our path anymore, and many of us are growing together with soul tribe members and people that are. The high vibe communities of New Earth, and we're going to stay determined. Remember, this is about the koi fish that is swimming upstream to turn into the dragon. So we're going to stay determined to raise our vibration, because remember, we're raising our vibration, and there it is. Equality in relationships, healing from our sacral chakra. Now we have healed with the masculine and healed with the feminine. We know that the feminine is working with truth, and that is the throat chakra, and the masculine is working with healing the sacral chakra, and that's lust. So we're working with truth. So our allusions to truth, and from lust to love. And here it is. Both of us healing to unite and come together. It's all about our inner strength. Okay, let's confirm it. We're going to confirm. We're going to make a vibration here. This is our third link to the chakras right now. We've got 3 different chakra cards. And yeah, let's see what these cards have to say. These are very important to me. These are my Native American chakra cards. There it is. Lady of the Lake. And this is connected to the third eye activation. And it's to heal our solar plexus in order to speak our truth and heal our sacral chakra. There it is. Now, as you can see, we've got third eye activation. We are working with our visions. And remember, this is about high vibe visions in order to see New Earth. Create with what we are seeing. We need an activation here. And we know it's connected to our solar plexus, because this is where we get our personal power from. And I want you to see, here's the representation of the feminine, the Lady of the Lake. And here's the representation of the masculine, Thor. We know we are healing our throat chakra, and that is freeing the feminine energy. We know we are healing our sacral chakra, and that is freeing the masculine energy. And this is how it's all connected. Lady of the Lake. Trust in your inner self. Voice of the goddesses. And there it is. There is our connection. And here's the story of the Lady of the Lake. The Lady of the Lake is the keeper of Excalibur and the voice of the goddesses during the times when Avalon existed on this earthly plane. She is the mother of Sir Lancelot and the great friend of Merlin. There were 9 ladies of the lake. 9. Very interesting. Of which the final lady, Vivian, she ruled during the times Christianity was introduced into Les Britain. And when Christian priests denounced beliefs in anything other than their one Christian God, the Lady of the Lake made an agreement with Arthur when he was just a young man, that if he would support the cause of Avalon, she would allow him to take Excalibur from the stone and rule the kingdom of Les Britain, to which he agreed. However, as years passed, and through the insistence of his Christian wife Guinevere, he began to rule his kingdom as a Christian king, forgetting his allegiance to Avalon and the goddess. The practice of ceremonies and rituals relating to the old ways was worshipped, and the goddesses frowned upon this, and over time began to slowly fade away. Eventually, Avalon disappeared into the mists of Glastonbury, and with it went the practices of worshipping the goddess. It is important to value your beliefs. They are what have guided you into your life's journey. Often we are tempted by the other ideas that seem more glamorous or hold the promise of greater riches. However, before making such life-changing decisions, take a moment to check your real feelings. Are these feelings related to the hype and possibility of the new situation? And most importantly, is there any real substance to what you're being led to believe? And this is all coming back to our truth, all coming back to self, all coming back to one. Look at this. You know what? This is one God, one belief, and ruling with kingdoms of old earth. And the goddess and the goddesses were not honored. But this is about honoring the divine feminine within, honoring the divine feminine without, to restore balance. And, we don't need to get into this whole entire thing. For any of you that have been to church, it's all different. All the churches are all different. Yes, there's, some that are very similar to another. And in a lot of them, now not all of them, but in a lot of them, you can see it's him, his. And a woman comes second. There's the man, the woman, and the children, and then the pets, and then, the animals and everything else. And there's a pecking order. But that's not what this is about. That's not what New Earth is about. We value all of life equally. We honor it equally. As one. But it doesn't mean that if our child needs to be saved, we're going to be off frolicking with the frogs. It's once again common sense. And this is connected to Thor. And after everything, the god of thunder is here. What a beautiful message. Thank you, Spirit. The god of thunder and the protector of gods and humans from evil, Thor. Thor would fly through the heavens and swing his hammer. Thor's swinging motions were so powerful it would create lightning, and when it was thrown, it would echo as thunder. Being the center of attention requires a lot of energy to keep the crowds entertained, and as of late, you're tired of being the resident entertainer. Take a break, refresh, and rejuvenate. You owe this to yourself. If you keep going at this rate, you will find the universe stepping in to take action to slow you down. Now, someone out there needs to hear this message. Someone out there needs to resonate and hear this message, because this message is, I know I can feel it within my heart and in my being. Slow down. You are aware of your own worst enemy. Yeah. Let me try that again, but I did not say that for no reason. You are your own worst enemy. And yes, I think that some of us are aware of this, and I can apply this to myself. Because you can't say no, and you refuse to delegate, worried about the pressures it places on others. This is an early warning of much worse to come if you don't rest now. Take the time to collect your thoughts and let go of some control. It will be okay, and you will give someone else the opportunity to step up to the responsibilities that will lighten your load. Learn to breathe and relax. And this is going to help us to heal our solar plexus chakra. And just remembering, if this message doesn't apply to you, then just leave it where it's at, and we'll continue on here within a second. But I do believe we can learn from this information. Being centered is a quality that not many of us possess, and it means having an ongoing sense of control in our lives and the outcome we create. The ability to take things in stride and roll with the punches is needed. We can't be in control of everything. We're in charge. And we need things to be natural, like the universe and the nature. Nature is natural. I was thinking about this and talking with a lady, actually, yesterday. And she was telling me about dandelions. And, you know, what would all of her neighbors think if she kept her dandelions? But her husband told her, you know what? This is good. The bees need the dandelions. The bees will feed the dandelions. And plus, all we're doing is poisoning the earth. And, you know, I was trying to explain to her, yeah, her husband's speaking a lot of truth. What if, you know, she was as being her own universe, and she was a universe and she was inhabited. And these inhabitants didn't like her freckles. So they decided that they were going to pour a whole bunch of toxins on her freckles and get rid of them. Meanwhile, not caring that they were putting toxins within her and harming her because they just didn't like her freckles. And I said, you know, I'd explained to her that I'd gone green and that I was not going to be doing anything to my dandelions. I was letting them be, and I was actually being an advocate for the bees. And this is where I was at in my life. But it took me time to switch my perception. It took me time to see the beauty there. You know, in places I never saw beauty before, I can see so much beauty there now from raising my vibration, from expanding. And this is what a spiritual expansion is all about. Now when I see dandelions, I don't see them the same. They're beautiful. And the mass fields of dandelions and all the bugs and all the bees and everyone being happy and life thriving, this is natural, and this is not in being in control. This is about being in charge of your energy and what's right. What's right for life. And we're part of life. And you know, when we kill life, we're harming self. Horus is an Egyptian god, the son of Osiris and Isis. And he lost his eye in a battle with his brother because there was a lot of family drama. But his eye was magically healed by Thoth. And it was said to be the magical eye after that. It held magical properties. Now, this is connected to the freeing of our truths and owning our own truths and being honest with ourselves and not giving out more than we are giving within. We need to be able to give within to self to put the energy in within a healthy way, and that's our connection to our solar plexus. We have to own our truths. We're not owning other people's truths. We're not going to put ourself in harm in order to heal other people. This is the dolphin energy. Now, that doesn't mean we're not healing with other people. Yes, we're healing with other people, but we're not going to put ourselves in harm's way. We are maintaining self-love, and that is our connection to being able to love others. When we love self, we can love others, and this is in a positive, healthy way that's healing from ego. Now, this is connected to our inner truth. It's your ability to understand yourself at a very deep and instinctual level. It's that trust you gain when you accept that, well, list, it doesn't make sense at the time, it will. It's finding the courage to blindly trust the messages that your higher self is giving you, and that's the truth. That's it right there. And that's how we free ourselves, and we use this energy. And then, you know, if we're feeling any discomfort around our throat chakra, we're going to be healing it. Now, she is going to help us heal with our sacral chakra, as Horus was helping us to heal our throat chakra. She's a lunar goddess. And you can always see her flying her white horse through the sky. She was chased by a man that once he met her just couldn't stop thinking about her, and he chased her, and they fell in love, and they got married, and they had a child. But she was falsely accused of the death of their child, and she was punished for this, and this left her scarred for life. She was wrongly and falsely accused, and her truth did not set her free, and the public condemned her. This left scars within her, and this left her to, you know, this is the symbolism for self-sabotaging behavior. When our truths don't allow us to be set free, and our truths condemn us, things are now twisted. And we have to do healing. This is where addiction comes from. And this is also where we can get into that lone wolf mentality. And we just want to be alone, because being independent, we won't get hurt. But we have to understand there's strength in connection. And this is how we end separateness. We're not feeding that the fire and fuel of harm and hurt because we've been wounded. When we allow connectedness, we allow a chance to heal, a chance to see something from a different perspective, the flip side of the coin, and raise our vibration, restore, repair, and mend. And this is connected to our inhibitions. Our inhibitions can be negative and positive. Either way, fear ensures them they remain hidden from everyone else. Inhibitions can sometimes take on destructive roles, which cause us to withdraw parts of ourselves from the world in an attempt to keep our secret. Some secrets are meant to be shared, and often the energy put into keeping them hidden greatly outweighs the impact of the inhibition. And we're not keeping secrets because they're making us feel sick. We're free. This is about freedom. And then we're just, radically shape-shifting our universe from within to without, and we're expanding. And we don't have all that weighing us down, making us feel sick. And this is all getting us centered into universal love in order to begin dreaming again. And do you see, there's the pathway back to the third eye activation. The Lady of the Lake is getting us into those high vibe dreams, that are connected to New Earth. Thank you. And there, once again, too, wholeness of self. All right. Let's see what medicine this is connected to. Guys, it's starting to get loud here. People are starting to really want to get out and hang out. So I better hurry up. Look at that tree. The sacred tree. The cosmic tree is the axis of the world, uniting the visible world of earth with the invisible world of spirit. The shaman climbs the branches until he reaches the heavens or travels down the routes to the lower world, seeking answers and healing. And this is healing, guidance, and answers for his people. The tree is said to make the rain fall, plants grow, and females of all species, as well as the earth itself, fertile. The Omaha peoples would ritually cut down or trim the sacred tree and paint its trunk, alternating red and black rings to symbolize heaven and earth, life and death, day and night, and all other polarities. And there it is, the polarities coming together. The connection to the lovers, the connection to Gemini, the connection to what's being offered through the energies, the energy of opposites coming together to unite, to create the whole. Keywords: evolution, overcoming difficulty, painful but a necessary initiation, voluntary sacrifice. And lo and behold, it's connected to Saturdays. 12 spaces. There it is. There's a raise of vibration right there that's connected to the heavens and the earth. And I'm being called to go this way now and connect to this oracle, because they're telling me that this message is connected to this oracle. And yeah, guys, there's a freaking, look at the tree on this oracle. Once again, too, another synchronicity and sign. We're following our path. We're following the messages from spirit. And they're linked. They're connected. And that's how we know we're on the right path. Okay, what does this connect? You know what? I'm going to slow down because I'm getting too excited. What is this connected to, spirit? Ing. Ing. New beginnings, relationships, and fertility. Fertility and harvest were critical parts of life for early civilizations. Giving birth was dangerous. Surviving the elements difficult, and having enough to eat and drink crucial. These things kept early tribes very busy. Ing represents fertility. It aligns with the moon, intuition, and personal relationships. The focus of this rune is on the egg from which come new beginnings. And there it is. It indicates a new relationship, pregnancy, or fresh start in a career, home, or friendship. The gestation of the embryo that holds life is a time of both joy and danger. There is the energy of the opposites right there. We must fertilize the ground from which we create our lives. Ing speaks of new partnerships, however, with no merkstave or reversed position. It can mean the collaboration is ready to end. Be prepared for new beginnings by freeing yourself from a long-standing pattern or rut. Knowing yourself at the deepest level puts you in touch with your authenticity. And there it is. Everything is connected. It's all here. These two cards could have been the freaking same thing, except we had to expand off a little bit, because we started off with the Empress and we're birthing life. And we will be going, when we go, we're going to be meeting up with the devil, going within, and we're also going to be seeing what the masculine and feminine are creating and fertilizing and expanding, what this is connected to, this birth that's new of life. We just have to get there. Everything here, remember, I told you guys, it's naturally unfolding. And I'll always do things as I feel called to do them, as this is part of the path. It's like people is like, oh, why aren't we there yet? Or why aren't we here yet? Because this is part of the path, learning about divine timing, learning how to slow down, thinking we might want to be there, but understanding that the universe, the divine, has a master plan. And we have to be where we're at in order to see whatever we need to see at any given time, which is why we're put at certain, nodes on our path. I truly believe that certain nodes on our path are part of our path and they're our connection to the divine. But then there's other places on our path where we have more wiggle room to create, to see what we need to see. That's my personal belief. Okay. Confirms. There it is. And look at, I love in this deck is active. So this is what's actively happening. We achieved it. And look, we're birthing the connection between the masculine and feminine. We're birthing a space for them to be equal here together and to be nurtured by love, to be taught by love through the divine feminine and expanded with the masculine. And I really feel like we're setting things into motion the way they were always meant to be. We're untwisting it. And this is what's natural. This isn't about who's better than who. This is about getting back to that pack mentality and what's natural. What's natural, the best way for our species to thrive and survive. That's what this is connected to. And it has to do with going within and Venus, our connection to Venus, La Luna, and spirit, the divine. We're going to continue to invest in our new patterning. Yeah. We're investing in new patterning. Because we're restoring balance. Things are unequal. There's hierarchy. The matrix is twisted. We don't feel equal in our own justice, judicial system. We're going to rewrite things. We're going to untwist things. We're going to create anew. So we're going to free up some energy. And we're going to get to work from the 5D to the 3D in creating new earth, creating this new patterning, creating with this new energy. And it's shape-shifting energy, and it's connected to the heavens. But we're also transmuting our connection to the underworld. You heard that sometimes we have to go down within the underworld in order to see what we need to see, retrieve pieces of our soul, and then continue up our path. And that's what we're doing. We're facing the devil. We're facing the separateness. We're facing the goblins. We're facing what's wounding us. We're facing this patterning that's doing this to us. Because this, at the end of the day, is about the connection between the masculine and feminine. But look at that. It's with the energy of the child present. Because we are all divine children. Now, we are connecting to the 10 of Cups. And this is feeling joy, feeling happiness, feeling like we belong, feeling like we matter within the universe. And we do. But here I love it. It's raining. And even though it's raining, we're still feeling all of this. And this is learning how to feel happiness, feel joy, to feel the 10 of Cups through the rain. So we're together. We're one. We live in a polarized world. We surrender to this. But we see now the higher vibe patterning. And the more higher vibe patterning we see, the more that we can connect with and build from. So the High Priestess is here to help us to restore balance and connect to our divine blueprints, the ancient information within the dark to see the light. She has the keys, and we're going to burn up what's left with us of old earth and the past and past patterning and what's got us stuck in a karmic loop. We're going to burn that up within us, thanks to the moon, because remember, we're working through our soul right now with spirit, with our spirit. And that's, you know, we're working with our moon sign right now, our soul, our moon sign, but we're expanding it with our spirit, our sun sign. And that's why it's good to know your birth chart. And there's many other things within there. We're going to break this down one day too. We'll eventually get everywhere we need to be. And this is the tower coming on in here and activating what needs to be activated, taking out what needs to be taken out, allowing us to see what needs to see. Maybe we need to descend a little bit in order to expand. This is connected to the energy that created the earth. Lightning is connected to the energy that created the earth. And there it is. We move forth with the chariot. We've connected to our ancients. We've connected to self. We've connected to the moon. We've connected to the dark and the light. And we faced our shadow. This is going forth to victory. So now the chariot is confirmed. Because why? Because we're dealing with our heartache. We're dealing with our pain. And we're dealing with feeling separate with the 4 of Cups. So we transform. With death here, we have a metamorphosis. We have a transformation of the energies of patterning. And there it is. The peace. The peace we are creating. All right. We're raising our vibes. We're creating peace from within on the path of the moon. Purple Swampfin. Abandon unsympathetic environments for your true element. And there we are. We're letting go of old earth to expand with the new. And Green Heron. Profit through learning and observation. So this is remembering what we see going on around us. We don't have to put our charge into it. If you see old earth crumbling around you, you don't put your charge in that. You're pulling out your charge from that and you're putting into what you're creating. So that grows to expand anew. And there's one more message in here. I can feel it. Flamingo, nourish your soul and you will survive harsh circumstances. This is straight truth. Swan, a tranquil spirit comes with accepting inner dichotomy. And look at that. That's accepting the dark and the light as part of the whole, the polarization. And Macaw, think laterally to solve a problem. Think laterally. Meditate on that for a minute, guys. Much love and healing vibes sent your way to create with today. I look forward to seeing you soon as this unfolds. Take care. Take care of yourself while you're here.